It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go.
Throwing first play is Ritter. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Down. Go pick.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Going to run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Ritter. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And Levis going to change the play. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll send Boyd in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Levis looking to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Levis now off of play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Levis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. They'll throw it again with Levis. And it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Abdullah. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Madison running right. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers
from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Levis. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here's Spears.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Levis to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Levis from the gun.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Levis back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
In motion is Westbrook-Akina. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down, Pollard again. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off the play fake, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Pollard going to try the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third and goal. Here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Levis will try to throw for the 2. It's complete, and he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Open man right side, Myers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Ritter now. A dump off for Abdullah. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Okay,
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go now.
Ritter will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back to throw, Levis. He completes it to Boyd. Here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his throw is incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Now Ritter. Pass complete, it's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Here's Levis.
And he fires one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise, and he really willed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. And we are underway in Buffalo. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Cook. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw with Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring your running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They run the counter with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Levis back to throw.
And this is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Levis looking to throw.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 43 yards.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Josh Wiley
from 8 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
73 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
56.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Levis.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Levis to throw off play action.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In motion is Westbrook-Akina. Here's Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Allen going to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Cook up the gut, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. A final shot before half for Allen. Flushed out right. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Like I said, guys, you can't call yourself a king if you play like that. You got to be different.
That's a really good point.
Not trying with the worst teams.
And oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain.
Why do you think I'm so pissed off at myself all the time? Play down in my competition. Undefeated in tournaments. Don't try in these games.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the
What did I say too, guys, about these games? This is a social experiment. Look, his mic's on now. Why? Because he's prideful.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one.
I'm one-dimensional playing with the worst offensive line, bro.
Someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late and gave up a big play.
Levis to throw it. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9.
I don't respect one player because they don't go through the reads. They're going to that too, but it's the first, second read. Get them.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Levis sets up to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Why did I not even get the pass off, guys? Because I'm greedy right there. I know it's man coverage, but I'm greedy.
Before this drive reaches the end zone.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
When I say, guys, they bumped. I'm not expecting that. What's the other thing, guys? Social experiment. I have never said my opponent sucks or is trash in any Madden game or any video game. I bet you they did. We don't listen to our opponent, but I bet you they did. Why do I say that? Because that's the truth. It's about experience, level. Experience versus inexperience. What you're willing to do versus what you're not willing to do. I'm not trying. So I can lose to anybody. I don't know what his experience level is. I could lose to a noob. I said it before. I could lose to your mother and your mother's mother. And I say there's no such thing because, like I said, experience, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and laziness. Not trying, lazy. I mean, 99.9% of players are lazy, right?
From the 22 now,
it's all about results. He calls himself king, but guys, he's not any different than any opponent I've ever faced in my 23 years playing online.
Allen off the play fake. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30.
Really, king? Come on. There's a reason he's not celebrating, guys. Because he knows it.
Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Bills are able to add
Easy pass concepts, guys. The last player I faced, they literally had this like stick play where the running back, what is it? He goes on like a wheel and then it's stick, right? So what do? I said, this is your average Madden player. Running the ball, scheme, play action. Running the ball, play action, scheme, levels, mesh, drive, levels, mesh, yeah, drive. Seam passes, never use them. I mean, never use them. I take out corners out of I don't use corners. I take out slants out of my playbook. All right, no training wheels. Do I need to run the ball? No, I don't need to run the ball. I know where to go. I haven't read the defense one time all game. Right? All the things I said I would do. I would read the defense, didn't read the defense. You know, like I said, when I say I'm not trying, guys, I don't care who I'm facing. I do not try in any of these games because, like I said, I don't work for free. I can win. I could beat him 34-8. I could lose 34-8. It all depends on what he's willing to do.
It's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's
guys, don't run the ball. Haven't read his defense. Haven't done my blocking investment. Not that I had to. He didn't blitz me. I got the worst offensive line again. Do you need to blitz me? I mean, I still would.
On 2nd and 7, Levis.
See, guys, right there. Right there. Right? If they use mesh, what are they doing? They're not going through the reads. There's not one player, man player, champion or not, that goes through the reads. I'm sorry. Only one to do or former man players. I haven't even used one play from my favorite list. I haven't gone to it once. That's not even on my favorite list.
And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half.
What's the other thing, guys? Like I said, players like him. I bet you he still loses. I bet you he doesn't have like a 90%, a 900% winning record, right? Winning percentage.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that.
No, players are too scared to go through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped. The line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Shreds the tackle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Allen again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Levis looking to throw.
This is caught.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Chigakonkwo.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now 2nd and 9.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on.
I mean, guys, I feel bad even doing that.
Wide open, complete.
I feel bad even doing that, to be honest. Why do you think I don't do that?
Into the end zone.
Why do you think I don't do that?
So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle.
Yeah, but am I trying? I'm not trying.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time.
So,
you want to be able to grab it,
like I said, sorry, bro.
Offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Like I said, lazy. You got no respect for the game, bro. 99.9%. That's why your name is King, because you have no respect. You would not be able to do this with the Titans. Worst offensive line in the game. Yep. Yep.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's
would you play with punters at quarterback? I don't think you would. No. I don't even do it as a challenge. You guys think I troll because I do shit like that. No, I do it to discipline myself.
You might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would
but I can hear it in your voice. Condescending voice. Like I said. Yep. You're not letting me win.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this
I would not have taken it. I would not have taken it. How many times it happened?
Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to hit it with hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
And you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball.
Ah, shit. Raiders. Whoops.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Sorry, bro. We mute you guys. So if you need to say you can't play, let me know in the message. But I'm not gonna quit. I never quit in 23 years playing online. Read my profile. I'm not just saying that.
Right to the air is Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble.
Not trying either. Not just saying that.
Gain.
We're live right now. The name of the video was playing with the 11 worst teams in Madden 25 and not trying, all caps. Not trying, all caps.
No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Daniels looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards there, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, 33 yards.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Levis, who's going to audible to something else. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley.
Seam pass, right, guys? I can count my seam passes and corner routes because I never use seam passes. Only if my opponent will spam them all game long, and I'll just use it to tie or win. Late, you know. And corner routes, I rarely use them. Took out slants out of my playbook. Like I said, no seam passes, no tight end attack, no play action PA crossers. You know, like the PA crossers out of gun or out of a gun tray or whatever. Like I said, no scheme in 23 years playing online. Never quit in 23 years playing online. Usually one-dimensional. When I mean usually, I'm talking about 99 out of 100 games. Usually. Unless I'm playing with the worst team in my opinion, the Titans. Worst offensive line in the game. And why do I say I don't try, guys? You know, I'm a broken record, right? I'm not trying because, one, on offense, right, one-dimensional. So that means I'm not going to probably play above the chain, right? Not playing smart because of that, right? Go quick on offense and defense. So offensively, I'm staying in recent play calls. I'm staying in formations. I'm staying in trash coaching suggestions instead of going in formation and looking for my plays or going to my favorites list, right? Because you're not going to have 4 quarters of masterful play calling from the coaching suggestions. Right, guys? What else? Defensively, I very rarely match up. And that means I'm going quick, like I said, defensively. So I'm not reading their personnel, their formation, or their set. You know? And it's too late if you read it. It's too late if you're reading them coming out of the huddle. If you're reading it now, because players will hike the ball quick. Most players will hike it quick. Sure, you can do some things like man guys up, audible, you know. But what else don't I do? What don't I do defensively, right? I don't play fag D. I don't use a rush. I rarely blitz. It's not for my benefit. It's for my opponent's benefit. The other thing defensively. What else? Yeah, I don't constantly try to disguise my shell, my coverages. I don't constantly back out and press. I don't move my D-line constantly to get an advantage. I don't move my linebackers constantly to get an advantage. I don't use, like I say, advantages on offense, defense, or special teams. So that would mean like money plays on offense, defensively not taking advantage of my speed because I'm not blitzing, right? I don't just stay in lazy defenses like a cover 2. I very rarely use cover 2s. I mean, you know what I mean? Once again, not for my benefit, because cover 2s might be the only thing that actually stop a play. you know, at times. I'm not reading my opponent's tendencies on offense or defense. I'm not attacking or manipulating my opponent's user when I'm on offense and they're on defense. Right. I'm not reading the situation.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box.
But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, guys? At the end of the day, they still can't, like, you know, beat our ass, like, badly. I'm in, like, every game. I either win games or I'm in every game. So, like I said, guys, is that on me or is that on them? I played with punters at quarterback for 2 years, played with mostly backups. We just finished A through Z playing with 32 teams with mostly backups. Backup quarterback and backups, mostly backups. Right, guys? See, that's what I like right there. I like that shit, you know? But, like, let's not, you know, run something just to run it. I want players to read stuff out and then go to a play. That's what I want. That's the whole purpose of these videos, right? I want to see if they can play like us, read the defense, and check to something, run or pass, play action, screen, RPO, whatever. And if they can go through their reads. I'm the only Madden player who can go through their reads. And like I said, the only Madden players who go through their reads are former football players.
This is going to be a long game.
That right there's an example. I don't, anything I do, right, if I spread my opponent out, I'm not doing it to get an advantage with the run game or get them from blitzing or whatever. Like I said, if I'm under center, no advantage. If I'm spreading them out, no advantage. No strategy behind it. Just going quick. If they give me something out of a spread formation, you know. Oh my God. Like I said, the most I'll ever do, guys, is pick good play calls on offense and defense and match up defensively. That's it. That's it. I'm not reading the defense at every level offensively like I do in tournaments and meaningful games. Parentheses, meaningful games, because these are not meaningful games.
Now Daniels, they'll roll him out right. And he will be brought down at about the
I would have taken that. I mean, whether I'm somebody who runs with my quarterback or not, I would have taken that for a touchdown. There
he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first down.
And he is into the end zone.
Like I say, guys, but you know, what is even, what's his name? What is even his name? Because we face players that, oh, Taco Supreme, so now we're playing somebody who calls himself Supreme, right? Yeah, we just face somebody who calls himself the God King. Oh, it's not enough to call himself God or King, he has to call himself God King, right? Play like a little kid, grown man. Here we got somebody who's Supreme, Taco, not just Supreme, but a Taco Supreme. It's bully, it's God, it's King, it's I'm him, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, you're not different if you're playing like every other player. He's not different. Like, you know, everybody plays like that. So I don't want to hear, oh, I'm different, I'm Supreme, I'm God, I'm King, I'm this and that. You know,
the Titans offense set to begin
just take your W's, yeah.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
Good, bro.
And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
I don't even like doing that, guys. Like I said. And I forgot it was even the end of the half. So, like I said, I won't use, that's not a money play in my opinion, because you have to be in like a cover zero, certain man coverages or match coverage, cover match, maybe you know, if they're fucking around with their safety or corner too, you know, stuff like that. Probably missed it. Yeah. I always try to make sure I don't get 100% power, because if I get 100% power, you know, everybody knows it. You know, the kicking me is going to fucking go crazy. And at that point, it's just like 50-50. or it seems like 90-10, 80-20, you know.
And not much happening on the return as he
Like I
gets
said,
to
guys,
about the
like
23.
once again, I can lose like 70-20, 60-10, you know, 42-7, 35-0, blah 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 blah, or I can win, like, you know, big, or win, you know, one score or whatever. But I'm like in close games, and you know what I'm saying, anything can happen. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying. Now, those games where I'm not matching up, I'm not reading the defense, and my opponent's taking advantage on offense and defense. Yeah, you bet your ass I'm going to get myself beat, right?
You would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the
This is what I'm
tempo a
talking
little
about.
bit, but you have to do it with
But
some
like I said,
poise.
guys, end of the half, my opponent's in their own end, they're in our goal line, end of the half, end of the game. I don't care what you do. The problem is they do this all game long, right? When they say, "Oh, try to stop it, try to stop the play," they know damn well that there's no defense that can stop, you know, those grossers, and especially if you mix it up. Once again, he fucked up missing the first grosser. Once you miss the first one right there, it's cover 3 match, you know. What's the other thing? Like I said, guys, the times that they are going, you know, deeper or going empty, I have defenses for that, but I haven't been reading his plays once. I haven't been reading, you know what I mean, guys?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
If I'm not reading when he goes empty, if I'm not reading when he goes under center, if I'm not reading when he goes under center, and I know he's been using maybe a tight end attack or stick or crossers, PA crossers, whatever players like to do, you think you're going to defend any one of those? No. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Wait, what? I didn't put that defense out there. Wow. Still throws it. I'm thinking, okay, he's going to take off. How did he not take off there? Man covered. He would have had probably, he would have ran inside through the A gap and then ran to the right, because everybody was either deep or to the left side of the field. I'm not even going with that. I'm taking it off right there. So far, you know, what's going on?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh my God.
To the right side and
like I said, guys, like, is that on me? Did I do something good? No. And once again, you know, why do we say we're not trying? Why do we say we never quit a game? So they don't quit a game. And why do we say that we're live? Because this is a social experiment. Because, you know, we're going to see if they care about their pride and if they're willing to do anything to win the game. Prideful, took a timeout. Nothing wrong with that. That's prideful.
Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
You can go offside, you can switch to a corner or safety, you can audible to a drop formation, drop play. Yeah.
Here's Levis.
It's like, yeah. Got it. Chin of all people. You know, right there and playing lazy. Like 99.9% of players. But, you know, it's Will Levis. But still no excuse. Like I said, I play with punters at quarterback. So that's one seam pass and one corner out. See? I can keep track.
So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, how many times, guys? How many times? It seems like every single time that goes against me. Right? It goes against me every time. Wait, does he not have... Okay, I was going to say, do I need to teach them tell them what to do? I was going to say, got 9 seconds left. By all means.
Operating from the gun, Daniels being chased out left.
Come on, I know you want to.
It's picked up by the Titans.
What? Don't worry, I'm going out right here at the 1.
Still going.
Oh, that's going to come out the beach. Yeah, I don't care.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have
Like I
plenty more
said,
to see
that's all
after
about
the break.
respect.
And we welcome you back now alongside
Because if I
Charles
take
Davis
that,
and
he's
Brady
probably
Gordon
quitting.
getting set for
Right? So
quarter
I don't
number
want
3
that.
here.
I want to play full games. I don't care what the results
Titans
are.
gonna get the
I want
ball
to play full
start the
games.
second half, and they trail here as
I
we
want to
get
get full
back
games
to it
in.
on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jukes to the left, guys. I fucking juke to the right. I'm telling you, my analog sticks are fucked. Have been fucked for almost a year, probably.
Trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
They just happened to give me one of my plays. But I'm not going to. Oh, guys, you want me to play like you guys? You want me to do that? I was going to take it inside, but I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me play like they do. Because I'd be fine with 3-4 yards, but no, let me play like they do. Right, let me take a big play. How many times do I not take that? Well, let's play like they do, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, he sucks. He's trash. Look at that. What's the other thing, guys? I probably didn't say in this game yet. There's no such thing as a player that sucks or trash, right? Do they suck or are they trash because they put the wrong defense out there? They wanted to defend the pass more than the run? No. No, they didn't. Like, they don't suck. They're not trash. But 99.9% of players, oh, you suck, you're trash. You couldn't stop the run all game. I wonder why. I never stopped the run all game long. I say take advantage to every single player. And if they don't, that's on them. Like I said, we go for it on our own 1 yard line, 3rd and 30, 4th and 30. We have proof of it. Because why? These are meaningless games. Not because, like, I'm trying to, like, go for it on fucking stupid situations. Like, you know how improbable that is?
They go play action. Here's Levis. Airing one out for Boyd.
That's money. Holy shit. I was like, it's either going to be incomplete, overthrown, behind him. I was like, that's fucking on the money.
Tyler Boyd, 42 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Of course, it's Boyd. What do you think I prioritize? Catching and catching on traffic as much as possible. You know what I mean? For that right there. Oh, wait. They got me on a 2-point conversion. Like I said, guys, I just scored a touchdown, right? This is my... I'm self-diagnosing myself as having ADD, right? Because we don't know. I just scored a touchdown, right? And I go quick or whatever, so they give me a 2-point conversion. They probably gave me a 2-point conversion. I don't even know. Probably because I'm down, like, I'm down a certain amount of points or whatever. So the math would make sense. But, go to that play? Hell no. I would not have gotten it. So I went there. Wow. Another corner. All right, so that's 3 corners and 1 seam pass. See, I can keep track of it. Wait, was the other one the corner? No, it actually wasn't. So the one that I scored on the touchdown, I believe, was like it was actually, I think it was a deep toe. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a corner. But that's 2 corner routes and 1 seam pass, Don't worry, we can count. Right, and so years ago too, right? A few years ago, if I ever use a seam pass or like a money play, like PA crossers, tight end attack, like I went to it by accident because I was going quick, right? I would kick a field goal on first down. If I got a first down, like a big play from PA crossers, tight end attack, whatever, a money play by accident, I would kick a field goal on first down. And that was because, like, I told myself, like, hey, okay, I accidentally do that, that's what I'll do. So I would win a bunch of games, like 19-12, like all these weird fucking scores because I was taking a bunch of field goals, right? I was like trying defensively, you know, because I knew like, oh, I'm only going to take field goals, you know, so that's kind of like a way, you know, to get better defensively, kind of like try to play that type of game. All right, here we go. It's either a run, and I know what kind of passes are coming here. Yeah. Hold triangle to make sure I keep my feet in band. There we go. They're going to quit. Oh, quit. Come on. You know, players quit to ruin the experience, right? Come on. Ruin my experience. That's funny that their last lap is really, why did they stop the run right there? They moved their D-line. Nothing wrong with that. But like I said, players constantly disguising their shell, constantly moving their D-line, constantly moving their linebackers, user rushing, like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? I love when I face, like, players that do that, though, like, usering on the D-line, because it's basically like playing a computer, you know, at that point. Right there, I was greedy. I was taking too long through my reads. I was greedy. Didn't even know it was second down. Wow. I'm like, they're in 30. Hey, guys. There you go. Oh, please back out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come back, baby. Like I said, I go for it in this situation. If I'm going for it on my own 1 yard line, on 3rd and 30, 4th and 30.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Like I said, guys, social experiment. They've been on the mic. See what I got here. Just the troll here. Oh, damn it, I don't have the play. Okay, fuck it. This is just a troll right here. Like, I don't play these games to troll, but right here, because I don't have a good play call. Just a troll.
4th down, Levis. He's going to go up top again.
Wow, no passing the thing. Wow. At that point, you know, when you have a bad play call, I always say, guys, look for your one-on-ones at that point. I don't know why the hell they did that. What I say, they're either running it or they're going to have throw to the flat. They're going to have, yeah, they're going to have that right there. Post, corners, protective. Yep. It's just like, gun bunch empty, basically. Just with an extra, like, running back. Even though it's not empty. You know, it might as well be. Because, you know, unless they're blocking, like going with a play action out of it, blocking their running back, you know, it's basically empty. The anatomy of a play, guys, like I said, I'm fucking around. I could be winning, but I could be winning big or losing big. Because I'm fucking around. I'm like, dude. The rare blitz, guys. The rare blitz. I'm staying on the first page coaching suggestions. Like I said, I challenge anybody to play one-dimensional on offense, going quick, not picking good play calls, and then defensively not matching up. Nobody would do that. Nobody who wants to win would do that.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
Again. We don't accept penalties, but they can, like I said.
Well, let's see who this is on.
I'm messing around right here, so either I'm getting a stop or they're going to get a touchdown. I said that for a reason. Because I play like 99.9% of players right there. Just guessing, right? That's what they do with their users. Just guessing.
is 2nd and 10. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Robinson
is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Seibert on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This is 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's 2nd down. Levis sets up to throw here.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He finds his man, Pollard.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Levis, he'll look to throw it. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Levis will sneak it. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Yeah,
like
see, guys?
Distance,
what do I say? They still have to stop a run.
In this situation,
They'll have to stop a play. I don't.
So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Levis. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Daniels looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
Exactly how I want it.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Start.
They go play action. Daniels throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Titans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
I never celebrate, but if you're going to play like a you know what, I really had to stop myself. If you're going to play like a you know what, disrespect the game, I'm going to disrespect you.
Tennessee
I don't care if you disrespect me, don't disrespect the game.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced
Oh,
that
thank
clutch
you.
turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field
Thank
goal, they don't
you.
care. Just find a way to win it.
4-3. Thank you.
They'll get this one
That's your
down
first or
near the
second.
20-yard
Thank you.
line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this is where reading
The connection
defenses
wasn't
and practice
working,
time comes
so
into
I told
play.
you to
Gotta know
call
what
me
you're
when you
running
get to
versus zone
Hazleton.
versus man and how to
That
run the
simple.
proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
I was pissed off because the connection.
Levis back to throw. A Cockrell holds it in left side. And he's out
Playing
of
lazy,
bounds.
guys, like
Almost gets to the
99.9%.
10.
Didn't get what I wanted.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Levis.
Uh-oh.
That's dumped off to Pollard. A good display of power, but
4-3 on a play.
just inside the 5 to the 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
That Pollard can never do shit. Like, he can't trust anybody.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys.
One tight end attack. One seam pass, 2 corners, 1 tight end attack. Thanks for playing.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.
So that'll do it for
Your
us.
call
For
has been
Charles
forwarded
Davis
to
and
an...
all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
There's no coincidence that I play my best when I use the worst teams. The Titans. The Titans have, like, I don't want to say they have the worst receiving core, but when it comes down to, like, starters, the best guy is Calvin Ridley, and he's like an 80 overall wide receiver. I mean, the only way that I can move the ball with these wide receivers is, one, prioritizing play call, scheme. I don't use a scheme, but scheming them open, but not like, um, using a scheme, basically. Um, reading the defense, and if they're in man, going to, my best man beaters, like if they're cover zero, getting the ball out to my best, option versus man. If they're in the zone, it don't really matter who you got when they're in zones. Just try to make accurate, good reads. Trust what you're looking at and make good, accurate, passes from, trusting what you're reading. I was down 34-16, guys, and I came back and almost beat that one guy, Howard God King. See, like, come on, the proof is in the pudding. I could have made it worse, and he could have beat me like 48 to like 16 or worse. Still didn't try on that comeback. Every one of these games, guys, I'm losing. 17-0. I was really not in that. This was, I believe, a couple days ago. I can remember that because it was like the third or fourth game I played in a row. And as when I do that, it's like, it's very hard to say, okay, I'm going to stick to my game plan. I'm going to stick to my strategy when it's my third or fourth game in a row. You know what I mean? Now, if it's a tournament, my mindset is just like, okay, we know we're playing 3-4 games in a row. We're gonna try. We're gonna, like, drink water, eat healthy, get our mind right between every game. You know what I mean? So at least, like, when there's tournaments, you have a break between each match. Like, you can wait like half an hour or an hour between each game. Sometimes even longer. So, but it's like go, 3-4 straight games in a row. So, I'm not saying, guys, that I would win every meaningful game. Even if I used money plays, even if I read the defense, even if I did everything right, had an elite team, you know what I mean, had, the better advantage or whatever, I'm not saying I would still win every game, but it's like, you know what I mean, you have a better chance when you're using the basics, when you're taking as much from the defense as possible. You're like unstoppable because you have like everything covered, right? When I say players like have an answer for everything, they have an answer for everything when they're talking. They have an answer for everything because of their play call, because how they go through their reads with their money plays, right? The stick play at a single back where you got a slant, you got a stick, and then you got an out or something, or like a vertical route by the tight end, and then you got a wheel route by the running back. Like, there's no coverage that can stop it. You got to mix it up. You got to hope that they're gonna read it wrong. You got to hope that like some shit happens, like they bump into each other, or the routes are run in the same area, or something wrong happens. You know what I mean? But am I user rushing? Am I playing Fag D to stop a play like that? No. I'm not. Not because, if I play Fag D, then now they can run it, or, if I use a rush, well, now, I might not get to the quarterback, and, it's even easier. No, it's because it's just, like, I consider it, like, cheap. You know what I mean? It's, like, lazy. It's like, I can't stop my opponent, so I'm gonna use a rush. I'm gonna play Fag D because I can't stop them. I'm gonna play bend but don't break defense, so I'm gonna use a rush, or I'm gonna play Fag D. Like, no, that's cheap. You can't stop something. Oh well, fuck it. I mean, but if it's a meaningful game, if it's a tournament game, if there's like reputation on the line, respect, like money on the line, something's on the line, something valuable's on the line, and not like mutt coins and shit, like packs or whatever, something monetary value is on the line, like, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I try more to win games, you know? But in these games, nah. You know, even the people who watch me play these games, they could think like, oh, he's an idiot for not like playing this cover 2. He lost because he didn't play this coverage. He only played like maybe cover 0 or cover 1. He didn't go into like a drop defense or like a cover 2 or a cover 2 invert. He could have shut that play out. First of all, that's 2020. Like hindsight is 2020 or 50-50, but like I said, I'm also in these games not going to play smart. And sometimes it's on purpose because I'm not going to put those defenses out there. I'm not going to put a cover 2 invert or a cover 2. Now, if my opponent's been disrespectful, which is like 9.99999 times out of 10, right? Because 99.9% of players, you know what I mean? They're disrespectful. They disrespect the game, they disrespect their opponent, and they disrespect themselves because they work for free and they're whores. But like me in these games, like no, I'm not gonna put a cover 2. Like if they were disrespectful, like there's a difference. If they're just like constantly like the mic symbol's just flashing, they're messing around with their extra points, they're celebrating, dancing, they're playing like shit, you know what I mean? They're not. When I mean playing like shit, I don't mean like they're not able to score. I mean they're scoring, but the way they're scoring is like shit. You know what I mean? It's cheap. It's cheap shit. So they're doing all that. Like it takes a lot for me to want to try and win at the end because an opponent's been so disrespectful in every way possible. You know. Then I will. Sometimes I'll lose because I'm trying to troll my opponent who's been so disrespectful, right? And then I'll go to that seam pass that looks open, and then the safety's over the top late, or you know, I'll try to play lazy like them, and then I get picked off, you know, because I very rarely play like them, you know. There you have it. I mean, I could have won every one of my games. Like I literally, like I tried so little in the game that I lost by 5, 34 to 29. I did not try like for 2.5 quarters, almost 3 quarters. And I almost made a full comeback. And the guy's like, oh, well, you say like this is a social experiment, but you care about winning games because you're still trying to win. Did I say I wasn't trying to win? I said I'm not trying. I still want to win at the end of the game. At the end of the, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I still want to win. You don't play to lose. But like all I'm saying is I'm not trying. So I'm basically, and I'm saying I'm not trying, not because I'm purposely not trying. I said once again, I don't think you can purposely not try. There's some things you can do, like not read defense on purpose. Like I don't, because I'm not gonna do 12, 15 things that I do in meaningful games or tournaments. I'm not going to do the 12 to 15 things, you know, that I do in meaningful games. I'm just not. So, sorry. These players may not do those 12 to 15 things and still win because, 1, they're running the ball. I don't. 2, they're playing smart. I'm not. They're playing above the chains because they're running the ball, because they're playing smart. I'm not. I'm not running the ball. I'm not playing smart, you know. Defensively, they're matching up. You know, I'm not. So they're playing patiently at the play call screen. Like, I don't know how many. It's very rare that I see, like, when I pick play calls, I'll go goal line. And I'll try to take advantage. I was like, oh, I'll go goal line here on one play. Very rarely. Maybe 1 out of, like, 100 games I'll ever do that, right, for one play. Like, when I'm running the ball. It's like, oh, this guy's, like, nickel and diming me. I'm going to go run the ball. And like a few games ago, I went to a goal line. I only got 5 or 6 yards out of it because my running back, you know, fought for like 2 extra yards. But it was like I went to that because I wanted to see, like, are they playing like me for one play? I wanted to see. It's like, no, they matched up. Well, no, they didn't match up, but they like took their time. Like they didn't just like as soon as I picked my play call, they didn't just like, You know, I didn't just like come out of the huddle as soon as I picked my play. When I'm on defense, I go so quick that I'm just picking the first page of coaching suggestions, and it's not based off what they're calling. It's based off sometimes just the down and distance, and sometimes I'm not even thinking of down and distance. I'm just thinking like, oh, let me put smart, like, good defenses out there to defend like deep passes. You know what I mean? So it's like literally on autopilot on offense and defense, literally, especially defensively. Like I said, if I'm not reading their single back wing and they're going to a run, a stretch, they're going to, you know, a tight end attack, they're going to a stick, they're going to a play action. You think I would say the chances of me stopping that are slim. Sure, could I stop maybe 2 or 4 of their plays out of 10 if I did that? Like, because I can audible, I can man somebody up, I can, you know, play underneath, play over the top, like, you know what I mean? I could do certain things to help myself out. I can, you know, I could be containing every quarterback, so, you know, that takes out like half of what they do. And then it's just like, okay, are they going to stick? Are they going with like drags underneath? Are they going with, you know, tight end attack? Are they going to a play action crossers under center? Or like, what are they doing? Are they running a stretch? So there's a lot of stuff they can do. So, like, it's, you know, the chances of you stopping what they're doing when you're not matching up personnel-wise, not reading their personnel at the play call screen when you're on defense, you're not reading if they're under center, you're not reading the set or formation they're in, you're not matching up personnel-wise. Like, you're going to be in a nickel and dime, and you're going to try to, like, fake blitz, you're going to try to, like, do this and that, and then, boom, they hit you over the top. Or you don't adjust, and boom, they run it inside, run it outside, and guess what? You're beat no matter what you do at that point. You know? So, like I said, you got to play smart. You got to be on your P's and Q's on offense and defense. You know, and then special teams is just a bonus. You know, at that point, can you get like big returns? When at times you do return it from a kick return, punt return. You know, are you getting a fumble? Are you getting stops? Are they getting big plays in the, you know, kick return game or whatever? So, yeah, that's pretty much it.